You are listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard.
Can you feel it, Quill? The excitement, the intensity. I always loved a good demonstration and test of skill.
Ah, yes, the tournament of Avalon proper, where the young combatants prove they are capable, and the old still have what it takes.
Indeed. And I see there are many established champions here. Our heroes are going to have quite the challenge.
Do you think they have a chance?
Of course they do. They are my heroes, after all. This is where the climax of the story has been leading up to. I've got a feeling that our story is about to mix up with others. It may set our heroes on their proper course.
I do not approve of that tone in your voice. What have you been up to?
You will soon see, my plumed friend. But for now, I need you to warm up those instruments of yours. The tournament is about to begin, and we need to inspire our combatants.
Of course.
Wait. That doesn't sound like your instruments, Quill. You know I like the other ones.
Trust me on this. These are the correct instruments for this composition. It would be ghastly boring if I always used the same ones every time. And I know you do everything in your power to avoid boring. The horns will come in, and the triumphant trumpets will sound aloud.
Okay. We'll use whatever you just said. Just start the song when I give you the cue. Gotta warm up first. Okay. Now. Hail the conquering heroes, praise the victorious ones. Sing of their battles, sing of their foes, cheer for the fights they have won. Hail the conquering heroes, tell of their victories true. Names held in honor, earn great reward, now they parade in review. The days hard fought had all but wrought disaster on them all. These heroes brave, your cheers do crave, so answer combat's call. They forge ahead with measured tread until their task is done. They give their best and pass the test of foes. They leave not one. Yes! Hail the conquering heroes, praise the victorious ones. Sing of their battles, sing of their foes, cheer for the fights they have won. Hail the conquering heroes, courage and hope born anew. Names held in honor, earn great reward, now they receive heroes due. Now let us be off, Quill. We must find our seats. We don't want to miss a thing in Chapter 25. Dice, don't fail me now. Come, Quill, we are off!
Welcome back, listeners, to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. I am DM Dave, and to the left we have...
Henley.
Boudreaux.
Groth and Lila. Roscoe
and Fenrir.
All right, last time, Fenrir was held in custody for some dealings with a halfling dying and a scarecrow. And he met a wizard named Kendall Warwick, who was kind of investigating for the guards about what was going on. Well, Kendall was able to help figure out what was going on. He found out that the wreath is connected to the scarecrow and that it was created by hags. And they decided to work together to see if they can come down with a solution on how to fix it and how to possibly defeat these hags. Boudreaux wandered off and was sampling food and eventually made his way to Donkey because of an exhausting day. Lila Garatha and Henley decided they're going to go spar, and Roscoe and Fenrir are heading off to this legendary blacksmith friend of Roscoe.
I wouldn't say she's legendary. I just know her.
That makes her legendary.
Ready for a legend?
Wait for it.
Dare.
We will start with Fenrir and Roscoe. You guys are heading to the Fire Giant Forge. On your way to the Fire Giants, you run into a building that has a bold V on top of a buckler, and behind the buckler, a long sword going horizontal behind it, with a sign that reads underneath it, Vanguard Swords and Shields. You guys continue to the Fire Giant Forge. You enter, and behind a desk, you see a dwarf. He has kind of auburn hair with a beard, and he sees you guys come in, and he's like, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
Hello, how are you today?
"I am doing great. How about yourself?"
I'm doing well. I'm looking for my friend Marilor.
"Marilo, yes, she's there in the back."
Can I go speak with her, please?
"Yes, I will go see if she's not preoccupied. We are quite busy here."
Thank you.
So he goes out to the back, and you can hear hammers pinging metal on metal. And you see a half-elf lady enter, and she's wearing kind of the blacksmith garb. She's covered in soot. "Roscoe! Well, what are you doing?" Runs up and gives you a hug.
She pick him up to give him the hug? 'Cause
No,
he's
she
so
goes
little?
down to him.
Aww.
She meets me halfway.
She respects him.
Hey, Marilor, how are you?
"I'm doing great." It's like, "What are you doing here? It's been a long time."
I know. I didn't think we'd be back. I'd be back quite so soon, but we've got some business here in Avalon, and I've found myself signed up for this tournament tomorrow, and so I thought I'd come down and see how you were doing and see if you could help me out with some stuff.
Oh, of course. As you can see, I got a new job, but what do you need help with?
So, I mean, I think for the tournament, I'm pretty okay, but I need to get some gear refit, and I've got a friend who's looking for some specialty arrowheads.
Okay. So what kind of fixing do you need?
I need to fix up my glaive a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm learning a new skill, and so I want to keep my glaive, but I need it compactable a little bit so I can store it.
Ah, yes, they are quite hard to do. Let me see it. What did you have any ideas?
I did actually. So what if I want it to be able to collapse a little bit. So like I could store it on my back, almost like a sword in a sheath.
Okay.
And then the handles would just, when I go to use it, I can just expand it so like the handles would be hollow. And they'd slide over like a tube in the middle.
Okay.
Kind of shrink it down, make it bigger. Does that make sense? I'm not real good with the technical stuff, but I figured if anyone could help me out.
Yeah, because there's several ways. I get what you're saying. There's several ways that we could do this. So we could get like a bigger tube. Do you want it kind of all metal, or do you want it some wood?
I don't know. What do you think would be better for that?
I think with this kind of contraption, it may be good to go all metal.
Okay.
It does kind of make it a little heavier, but as you get practice with it and stuff, you shouldn't have any problems with it. It may just take some time to practice with the weight and the balance.
Yeah.
But there's one way that we can do it. It's either two tubes, one tube bigger than the other, and so they can compact quite a ways. Or you can have one solid tube in the center
and the 2 smaller tubes on the side and compact it that way. That'll probably give you a little more stability, plus it gives you somewhere to put your hands if you decided to use it differently.
And I'm thinking that second way will probably be the better way. And I've got a couple, here that you can use for parts. I'm going to pull out the glaive. This is the one that you gave me.
Oh, yeah.
It's seen some use, and then I acquired this other one along the road on the way here. So I don't know if that would help, as far as if you need metal or the wrappings off of it or something to kind of tinker with and see what you can figure out.
Right, and when did you want this by?
Well, if all goes well, I'm going to win the tournament.
Okay. I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. And that is, that's going to be at least 3 days for the tournament. And then, as soon as possible after that, 4 or 5 days probably.
Okay,
We've got
so that does give me a little time because we are pretty booked right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was coming in the middle of a tournament until we got here.
Oh.
But we've got to get back to Hayden's Hollow and try and get some things figured out there. So this was just one of our steps along the way.
Okay. Well, yeah, I should definitely, if I got 4 or 5 days, I could definitely get something made for you.
Okay.
I know some
awesome.
of these guys here, man, I thought I was good, but some of these guys are really experts, especially that Gundrick, the guy who is out here.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, he's phenomenal. He's amazing.
What are you thinking price-wise on something like that? Because I just spent most of my money.
Price-wise,
If I win the tournament, it won't be a big deal.
Right. So price-wise,
But that's why I brought these as well to kind of help minimize cost.
right. I mean, we could buy we could buy these glaives from you and then kind of make you a new one, which will kind of help offset the price.
Okay.
Especially this fancier one. Where did you find this one?
We just took it off we found it on our road out here.
Well, it's very, very good craftsmanship. Very fancy.
Yep. It's just, it's built for a full-sized adult.
Yes.
You customized this one for me a little bit, so.
Yeah, like, I'm guessing you found it just lying around because it has not been used at all.
Oh, really?
No.
Wow.
Doesn't have any nicks in the blade. It looks fairly new.
Yeah, if you guys want to buy these off, and then we can negotiate a price and everything. And
yeah, I'll have a better idea on what prices are, but I'm off the top of my head. I would guess probably another 30, 40 silver, and
okay,
we can get that for you.
Yep, we can do that. And then my friend, so this is an odd request.
Yes.
Because I'm sure you don't get this often. My friend is looking for some silver arrowheads.
For decoration?
For use.
For use. Okay. That is a odd request.
In our travels from Hayden's Hollow, we've learned of some creatures that are more susceptible to damage from silver weapons.
Oh, okay.
They're an interesting creature, and we're still trying to figure out what's happening with all that. We are finding them a lot around Hayden's Hollow, and we've learned that they're kind of traveling out from that area, so she just wants to be prepared. She sent me with 200 copper. I don't know what that could get her.
Well, we'd have to... I'm sure we have some silver around here. I mean, there's lots of places we can buy silver around here. And I'm sure one of the other blacksmiths can figure that out.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm sure we could figure something out. Since it is kind of a special custom-made thing, it's going to be a little on the more expensive side than normal arrows. Because normally you can buy 20 arrows for a silver piece. But you could probably... Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
I think...
Great. So, yeah, just do, whatever you can with that value of the 200 copper, and we'll go from there. I'm sure, if I
do you want me to use the whole 200 copper? Up to that 200 copper, or is there kind of a limit?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? Because who knows how many of these will come across. So just whatever you can get out of that 200.
All right. Okay, we can work on that.
Do you guys
Roscoe
sell?
needs some arrows too. Huh?
Oh, yeah. She needs some arrows too.
Wink, wink.
Do you guys sell any like silver daggers or silver swords or anything like that, or is that kind of new and different?
Is this for this? I'm guessing the same reason, right?
Correct.
I mean, we do custom work here as well. It does cost a little extra than normal daggers and swords, but yes, if we can do that for you.
Okay, how much roughly would it cost to get a silver dagger?
We could probably make you a silver dagger for about 4 silver.
Okay. And is that 40 copper?
Yeah, that'd be about 40 copper. Honestly, I don't necessarily mess with silver, so it really depends on the price that the guy doing the silver is going to charge you.
Okay.
But off the top of my head, I think about it could go up to 10. I don't know.
Okay. Sounds good. If you wouldn't mind making that, and right now I'll plan on that 40, 50 copper or 4 silver, 5 silver, and hopefully somebody wins the tournament. And I'm also going to be in the tournament, so hopefully we just win that and it won't be much of an issue. But if we don't, then I might have some other things to sell.
We're always good to buy things here. We like to buy things and recycle them. It's kind of one of our things here.
Okay, I have this like jeweled bracelet, and I'll pull that out.
We don't really deal with jewelry here, but you could definitely go somewhere else. Sorry,
Okay.
I'd meant recycling like shields and armor and stuff like that. Things that have kind of gone by the wayside that are far beyond repair.
Gotcha. Well, if I have to end up selling this, I'll maybe find a spot to sell that, and we'll be back for that silver dagger.
Yeah. Well, I do need to get back to work, but I have written on my notes that I got your glaive to work on, and then there's silver arrowheads and a dagger. Is that correct?
Yes. Can you make it
All silver.
2 daggers
2 daggers? Yeah, we can do 2 daggers. That's fine.
or 3 daggers? Nope, just 2.
As he's looking around the room, do you want a dagger? Do you want a dagger?
You get a dagger, and you get a
I
dagger.
don't use daggers. They're too
Yeah,
close.
but you need a silver weapon. I mean,
Yeah,
not
but
here.
you're not there.
Okay.
Neither am
Well, I can definitely get those for you, but I do need to get back to work. But maybe I can find time to go see you in the tournament sometime.
Yeah, I'll be there. Hopefully, all 3 days.
Okay.
So we gotta.
Yeah, I do hear since it's the big celebration, there's probably a lot more competition this year.
Have you heard of anyone that I should be wary of in the tournament? Any big hitters that I should be aware of?
There is someone from Mapleshire, actually.
Gasp!
And I forget her first name, but she had a weird last name named Smoothhands. So this name is familiar to Roscoe. You would know this as Portia Smoothhands. You would know her. She's a legend from up there. Her legends, her mythos, ranges from taking a troll out by herself to skinning a bear with her nails type idea. But she hasn't been heard of for a long time.
She's just been AFK.
Yeah. Haven't heard any news stories of her. And for how long you've been hearing these stories, a lot of people thought she's been dead. But who knows? But yeah, Smooth Hands is her name. I don't remember her first name though.
If it's the one you're talking of, her first name I think is Portia.
I think so.
I thought she was dead.
Well, I guess she's not.
That'll be interesting because she's got quite the reputation behind her. So,
Well, I know a lot of the halflings are pretty excited to hear that she was around. I guess she's some legend up there, I guess.
yeah, she's done some pretty cool things, but hopefully in her absence, she's not been getting stronger because I don't know what I can do against her.
Well, I wish you the best luck. I do need to get back to work.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do? It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. You two are just
How
Henley
long are
and-
we sparring for? I can go all day long.
So let's say around 6:30, we go in to a bathhouse.
So at that point in time, I'll probably just say, this is the one that I went to the other day. It was really nice. Let's go there again because I don't like this. And then I want to clean my weapons, even though I didn't do anything with them.
Okay.
I still want to.
Sparred for till 6:30. Went to the bathhouse, cleaning up the weapons, and you guys can call it there for
Done.
if you guys want. You guys had anything to do? Okay. We'll just call it the night then. In the morning.
Are you sure it wasn't in the middle of the night? Because I really want to sing, in the middle of the night.
Boudreaux's
I go
walking in
walk in
his
my
sleep. With the rhythm so cool.
Oh, yeah.
And the river so deep.
And
I was looking for something.
Yeah, see, Abby's got me. Abby's got me.
Lisbeth did tell you that Boudreaux was sleeping in with Donkey tonight.
He must have been really upset about seeing that person over by that mine guild or something.
Yeah, I wonder who that was. Does it ever bother you that he always liked to flex? I don't know anything about him other than he likes to deflect and he's really into food.
And doesn't know social norms.
That's true. Lila doesn't mind. She's weird.
So you guys wake up and you guys head to the arena, which is there pretty close to where you guys were sparring. The ones who are in the tournament are escorted through this passage and into the grounds of the arena. Boudreaux, are you heading to the arena as well? There's quite a commotion and loud trumpets and stuff going on.
What he is going to do is he's going to wrap his hand with like a bandage or something,
Okay.
and he then he puts his hood up and follows the crowd because he does want to watch his friends, but he still avoids the street.
Okay, you make your way there. Everybody else that is participating, so Henley, Roscoe, and Fenrir, you guys, once you get to the arena, you guys are channeled. You guys show your papers that you're that you're doing it, and you get taken in to the grounds of the arena. The arena is kind of a football stadium. There's a big square in the middle, and there's stands surrounding it. Boudreaux, you're able to find Lila, and you guys are sitting together. Everybody else is standing in the center, and you get loud trumpets going on. A big celebration, and you do hear an announcer go, "Introducing the Duke of Nottingham." Boo. On this stand. So these stands are, half the stands are against the wall that leads into the Monarch District. There's an entrance for them to come in, and that's the kind of where they sit. Everybody else is the commoners. There's a high podium stand where the Duke is. And the Duke has one of those tri-hats, kind of like a sailor's hat. He puts his hands up to kind of calm the things. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the 300th year of our liberation. Waves his hands down again. I'm not going to bore you with a boring speech. So let us just begin the games.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
First, we will start with the archery that will be placed here. Around 1 o'clock, the obstacle course will start. So, let the games begin! Okay, so this is how this is going to work.
Dice don't fail me now.
Dice don't fail.
Amen to that.
There's targets out on this field. The targets range from 50 feet, 80 feet, to 120. And you get to choose whether you participate or not in these.
I'm participating.
Archery is my specialty.
And you can use bows or crossbows as well. So who would like to take a shot first?
I'll go first.
Okay, Henley.
How many shots do I get?
At the 50 foot, You get 2 shots, but do them one at a time, please.
Bad luck. 9.
Can we take a step back? And before this starts, can I give both Roscoe and Henley an inspiration dice before we start? Like as we're kind of huddling together, as we're
Go team.
yeah. So we kind of huddle together
Team
before
Hollow.
as we're starting to do this archery event, and Fenrir kind of steps up to the plate and steps up and he's talking to both Henley and Roscoe and is like, all right, guys, this is not just for us, right? Like, yes, there's a lot of gold on the line here, and it'll mean a lot. But this is not only for us. This is for the Hollow. This is for the farmers and all of the people who have been kind of cast aside. Like this is for them, for us,
For the
Hollow, for
refugees.
Glendale.
For Frodo.
So you guys do get an inspiration die, both of you. A D6, correct?
D6.
And they can add that to
Any roll?
any roll, I believe. Yep.
Yeah.
But it has to be used within the next 10 minutes.
I'm going to use it right now. Yes.
So this would be added to your 9 roll, right?
So that's a 15. I rolled a 6. Eee.
So these targets that are down there, they have an outer ring, a middle ring, an inner ring, and then there's kind of a ring around the bullseye area, and then there's the center of a bullseye. You, Henley, for your first shot, you hit the inner ring, and that ring gets you 3 points.
And I roll again.
And you roll again at that target.
Question for or do we need to track these points, or are you tracking them?
Track your own points, but I will be tracking them as well.
I just crit failed.
Oh no.
Guess Henley is not doing well in front of a crowd.
She doesn't like people.
So this arrow goes wild, and it starts heading towards the crowd. However, you see the arrow stop and drops to the ground. And as you look around, you saw a wizard kind of, with his magics,
Okay.
catch it and throw it down. And people are laughing at this. Okay, let's go to Roscoe.
All right.
And
This is a
from
50
the
foot.
stands you hear alone, go Roscoe!
21.
Okay, with the 21, you hit like the outer edge of the bullseye for 4 points.
Did you see that? That's a boss.
Okay, one more
I wasn't
from the
looking.
50-foot range.
14.
Okay, that one barely gets into the inner ring for 3 points. Fenrir.
Is this just like an attack roll?
Yeah.
16.
16. That one hits the inner ring as well for 3 points.
And
Consistent.
20. Unnatural.
Okay, outer
That one I saw.
edge of the bullseye for 4 points. So right now, Henley's 3, Roscoe's 7, and Fenrir is also 7 points.
Good boy.
Now you head to the 80-foot target.
You can do it.
Come on. These are my lucky dice.
Henley, what do you do? Take your shot.
Yeah. Okay, that's much better. That is a 24.
That hits the outer edge of the bullseye for 4. Very good.
Maybe you're just not as good close range.
That's fair. I do use a long bow. And a 13.
Okay, that almost gets to the inner ring, but it hits the middle for 2 points.
Henley, she can't do it. She's our gal. She got eaten by a bug. Ooh, you can do it.
Not everybody needs to know that.
Roscoe.
My luck works for this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's
Okay,
an attack roll.
great.
Just use your dice.
I'm
I
gonna
give
use
you a
this because
one.
that didn't work out too well. 16.
Okay, that's the inner ring. Good job. 3 points.
15.
Okay, another 3 points. Consistency, I like it. Fenrir.
13.
13. Okay, you're barely in the... almost to the inner ring, but you hit the middle ring for 2 points.
And a 22.
Okay, that hits the outer edge of the bullseye for 4 points. Fenrir and Roscoe are tied at 13. Henley, you are 9. Okay, 120 feet. Here we go. Henley,
This is the final one, right?
this is the final one. Your last 2 shots.
Final countdown.
21.
Whoop.
Okay,
21.
outer edge of the bullseye. Last shot.
That's Bucko.
And 16.
Okay, inner ring, 3 points. Roscoe.
A 19.
Okay, that one hits the outer edge of the bullseye, 4 points.
That is a 27.
Okay, outer edge still, 4 points.
What the heck is it?
Natural
Is it a
20,
natural 20?
probably.
Natural 20s for the bullseye.
10 on the first one.
Okay, that barely gets into the middle ring, almost the outer ring, so you barely got 2 points.
Is better than a crit fail.
You can do it.
And 13.
You're able to get it closer to the inner one, but you still only get 2 points because you hit the middle ring.
Should have switched to my short bow instead of my crossbow.
We believe in you.
Roscoe, you got 21.
That's what I got.
Fenrir, 17. Henley, 16.
Is that good? Is it bad?
You won't know until until this competition is over to see where you stand.
Henley is a little bit miffed. This was supposed to be her event. And she really miffed her second
It's just
arrow.
because you're in front of a crowd. You don't like crowds.
Yeah.
You're used to shooting at things to kill, not for points.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
I'm
True.
sure you were shaking too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a new bow for you. Like, even though it's a duplicate, it's still new.
It is a new bow for
Yeah.
me.
So as the tournament continues, you see horrible archers, but you also see some really good ones.
Horrible.
Horrible. Just horrible, man. Just horrible. But they finally get to the last one. You see the judges getting together. They're counting up, getting all the points together. And how these points are going to work. The top 12 will get points. Okay?
Like
Yes.
Mario Kart.
Kind of like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
How many competitors are there?
A lot.
Great.
Like-
is there a numerical value to that?
I didn't bother trying to come up with
Okay.
some new numerical value
That's fine.
because that would come up with some other things. But I do know the points in the top people. So if you guys were able to beat them, you knock them down and take their place.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense. Because I didn't want to go through and like roll for 100 people. Or
Come on, David.
I don't
take
have that
forever.
time. Roscoe, you ended up in 3rd place.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Fenrir, you ended up in 6th place.
Oh yeah, that two of our people.
Henley, you were 9th. So, with those places, Roscoe, 11 points. Fenrir, 5 points. Henley, 4 points.
We did got a lot of chance, eh?
They are still there, so that's something.
That's what I say. Hey, you guys in the back, you hear that? That lady, that's the bug lady. That's Fenrir, and that's Roscoe. He's the boss man. We gonna beat you all, eh?
No. They were no good. Didn't you see that one guy? I don't even remember his name, but he was the night guy.
That's because he was no good. That's why I can't remember his name.
That's right.
I'm getting another drink. On to the obstacle course.
At some point in time, while they're doing these things,
Yes.
Lila's gonna ask you about your wrapped hand and if it's okay.
what?
Like your wrapped hand, because you wrapped
You put
it.
a bandage on it.
Oh no, it just got a little paper cut.
She's gonna try and hold your hand, dude.
Sorry.
No, so she's gonna take your hand and she's gonna like ask you if it was okay, and then she's just not gonna let it go. So she's gonna hold it awkwardly.
So he's like, I'm all right, thank you. And he like takes his hand back, very forcefully and then actually gets up and sits on the other side of you.
She feels dejected.
He like pushes you over, takes your spot, and you have his spot now.
I can see that actually.
We'll start with Roscoe this time.
Yeah.
So, in the obstacle course, there is several different things. So first off, you're going to do some hurdles.
Okay.
Then you're going to climb
Okay.
this 20-foot wall.
Okay.
Then on top, there's a platform that you swing across to another platform, and then you need to climb down 20 feet. And then after you get climbed down the 20 feet, then you run about kind of like a 100-yard dash to the finish line.
Great.
So, first off, I need you to roll some hurdles here. There are 5 hurdles you have to get over.
Okay.
Are they proportioned for everybody, or are they the same height for
They're
everybody?
proportioned for everybody.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an athletics or acrobatic. Your choice.
Ooh.
And am I rolling just one
D20.
or one for each hurdle?
Each hurdle.
Okay. We're going acrobatics.
Okay.
It's a 12 for the first one. 23 for the second.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Holding.
Do you want us to pre-roll, Henley and I?
That'll be good. Yeah, you can follow along. Okay, so the first one was 12.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead again.
Another 12.
Okay,
19.
perfect.
And one more, right?
One more.
15.
Okay, so you run at that first hurdle. That one, you skim it a little bit, but it's not going to knock you down. The next one, you're like, okay, I got this feeling, or I can get the momentum going. You clear this one really well. The next one, you stumble a bit, but it doesn't knock you, doesn't hurt your time anything. And the next two, you're able to just jump just fine. You head to the climbing wall now. This one, athletics check to climb the wall.
Just one?
Just one, yep.
11.
Okay, it's an easygoing wall for you. You're hurrying, but you're also trying to be safe.
Okay.
Okay, next you get to the top, and this is a 20-foot gap between the two. There's a rope. Let's see how far you can swing. Acrobatics, please.
I'm swinging from
One platform to another. 20-foot gap between the two platforms.
and we're doing an acrobatics on that one.
Correct.
15.
Okay, you got a good swing off of that one. However, on the other side, the platform is a little slick. I need you to roll an acrobatics to see how well you land.
22.
Okay, it doesn't phase you. You actually use the momentum of the slickness, and you kind of slide to the next part of the course, which is climbing down. Now, you have 2 options for this. You can either climb down or you can jump. However, if you jump, there is a risk of you hurting yourself.
Right.
So for jumping down, it'd be acrobatics, but at disadvantage, or just strength, the athletics, to climb down.
Decisions. Because my acrobatics is higher, but I'm rolling at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
We're going to jump.
Okay. He's going to jump down. The crowd kind of sees you getting ready to jump, and they're like, oh my gosh, he's going to jump. He's going to jump.
I can't believe he would do that.
15 at disadvantage.
All right. You're able to do
Halfling jump.
kind of a tuck and roll at the bottom.
I am Roscoe man. Jumping off walls because I can.
Now you're running. So you got that nice little roll. Now you're running to the finish line. Just run. Roll me a athletics check.
16.
Okay. You're able to put on the speed, and you're able to get a decent time out of that run. People are cheering. People really liked you jumping off there. We're going to the hurdles first.
All right. My first roll was a 12.
Good. Okay.
And then a 17.
Okay.
And then a 13.
Okay.
And then a 22.
Nice.
And then another 22.
Okay, you've been able to watch a few people do this now. And you're being kind of an athletic wood elf. You're able to jump these hurdles pretty good. Boom, 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 boom.
It's because he jumps from tree to tree like a squirrel.
Like a squirrel.
He's a squirrel.
And then as I reach the wall, to climb up the wall, I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. You just fly up this wall. And for that, give yourself an advantage on your swing across roll.
Well, that's good. I just rolled a crit 1 on my second roll.
Okay, so you keep your other roll.
So my other roll is 21.
Nice. Okay. You are on fire. Okay, you swing across. However, it is slick on the other side. What's your acrobatics check for that one? See how well you stand up or stay up.
I missed that one.
Okay, go
Because
ahead.
I went to the jumping one. Acrobatics, what was it, 10 to stay up?
Not quite as cool as Roscoe.
You land safely. You stumble a little bit, but you land safely. Okay, you're getting ready to climb down. Are you jumping?
Yep.
Okay, everybody's excited about
Attaboy.
this too. What'd you roll for disadvantage athletics?
21.
Acrobatics, sorry. 21
That was
on
a disadvantage?
disadvantage?
Holy cow.
Holy jeez.
I rolled really, really well.
All right, you're a little cooler than Roscoe's.
He does a little flip.
Right?
You saw what Roscoe did, and you're like, I can do that. So you jump off, and you do a roll as well.
So the way that I see that is like he just like pauses for a second and just lets himself fall and then does a really cool tuck and roll.
I like it. Okay, now you're running home.
An unnatural 20.
Very nice. Yeah, he did the crowd is loving this. They loved your little dive. Okay, let me do some math here.
The real question is now come the bad rolls.
Right, you stole the good one.
I'll take semi-average across the board instead of one really good and one really bad.
That's true.
That's what Abby is. I'm gonna be like the dunce.
Henley, you just seen Roscoe. You just seen Fenrir.
And she's intimidated.
There's a few people before you that like they fell off the platform. They
Yeah,
tripped
she's
over.
getting
You're
a
seeing the
look.
best and the worst of things.
Yeah. So she's really shaky and nervous to start off this.
All right, you get the start signal and go.
5.
Oh, no.
I'm not even joking.
At this point, I'm going to look over to Fenrir and be like, it might be up to us.
You could probably bet on it.
Okay. You get to that first hurdle and you kind of misjudge yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's a
need
Roscoe-sized hurdle, and it's really
I need you to make a
Fenrir-sized
dexterity
hurdle.
saving throw, please.
13.
Okay. You stay on your feet. You don't fall. You continue to the next hurdle.
9.
Roll me another dexterity saving throw, please.
Wow.
I told you I was going to be the dunce. 13 again.
Okay. You're able to stay afoot. What's your next one?
11.
11.
Ooh.
Okay. You're to judge this one a little better. Okay, keep going.
9.
Yeah, roll another dexterity saving throw. Holy crap.
13 again.
Okay, you stay on your feet. People are kind of laughing because you hit the hurdle, go to fall, but you're able to catch yourself and keep going. It's almost like when you trip, it helps you keep moving
Yeah.
forward.
She's
Okay,
low over.
You got
Never
one.
give up, guys.
You got one
Never
more.
give up. 21.
Okay, you're able to get clear this one.
Break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna tear
Until
me
this next
down.
roll.
Oh no, I got to keep on moving.
For the wall, I got a 1.
Oh, wow. Poor Henley.
Unless
Yeah.
it's a wall.
Okay. You're pretty proud of yourself at that last hurdle.
Gosh.
And you're just like, yes, I did it. And you forget how close you are to the wall.
Oh
Straight
no.
into it.
And you just run right into it. And you take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Sure.
This moment, Boudreaux just goes.
Can I'll be the honorable mention for most enjoyable.
Rotha's saying in Lila's head right now. She's like screaming. It's like, that's what we put out there. That's what we spent 300 silver on. This is why we should have done this.
Ouch.
Okay,
You
you have.
can't hear that.
I know, but ouch.
Okay, you do have disadvantage on climbing the wall now. So whatever you rolled.
15.
Okay, you're able to get your composure and you climb that wall fairly well.
Inspiration, guys. Never give up.
Okay, now you got the rope. You got to swing
15.
across. Okay, you do well on the swing across. Now here comes the landing.
19.
19, very well.
All right.
You're able to stick the landing. Now you're at the edge. Getting ready to climb down or jump?
She climbs down.
Climbs down. Okay.
With a 14.
14. Okay. You climb down safely. Now it's time to run.
And she's so embarrassed she rolls a 21 to run. She's good at running away, as everyone knows.
This part she's got down pat.
You said 21, right?
Yeah.
Who's all
Okay.
just training for this moment.
People got excited because they were like, they see your first part of it and they're just like, oh, goodness, here we go again. They're
Yeah.
laughing. But then as the obstacle course gets better, you just get better and better. So people are cheering for you by the end.
And they're
Aww.
all saying bug girl. Because that's what
Bug girl.
girl. Me and Lila started.
You just get the bug girl, bug girl.
Bug girl.
Why is she called the bug girl? I don't know.
All
She
Henley
did
has.
kind of look like one of those one-legged grasshoppers going around.
Henley in her mind is just her dad always told her never give up no matter how bad your first try is.
Oh, so you're not hearing us going, bug.
Oh no, she is hearing that. But she's trying to block it out with advice from her father.
So everybody does it. You see a lot of comical ones. You see a lot of really good ones. And the placings are up. Fenrir, you got first place.
Boom.
With that, Fenrir, you got 16 points. Roscoe, you got fourth place with 9 points.
That's the boss man.
Sadly,
didn't
Henley,
place.
you did not place.
Yeah.
Boss man. Boss man. Boss man.
It is announced that tomorrow it'll be the stealth and the javelin toss, the last two competitions of the tournament before the final combat.
Are they going to provide javelins?
Yes, they will
Okay.
provide javelins.
Well, if you don't have one, I have some. You could have.
Well, I just needed to figure that out.
Now that this part of the tournament's over, is there anything particular that you guys would like to do? Okay, Henley hides.
I would like to go up to an official because I realized as I'm sitting here watching this and thinking about day 3.
Okay.
If I make it to day 3, it's the melee. I need to figure out if I need to go and try and get one of my glaives back.
Okay.
So I'm going to walk up to an official and be like, hey, so day 3, that melee combat.
Hey, how you doing?
You were here?
Oh yes, I'm one of the officials here. I'm trying to keep, just trying to keep things in order. What can I do for you?
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
My melee weapon currently is at the shop.
Okay.
Assuming I make it to round 3, do I need to provide my own weapon? Do I need to go get that, or will there be weapons here? And what sort of weapon choices would there be for that, just so I can kind of be prepared?
So generally, you can bring your own weapon, but they will have to be, enhancedly dulled, so there's no accidental cuts or
Right, right.
anything.
Absolutely.
Accidents still happen, and I know people like to use their own weapons, but we do provide any kind of blunt weapons for you.
Okay. And you have a range of weapons, right? Like, it won't be like if you provide it, you won't be just like...
Oh yeah, there's a big table out there and a big weapon stand, so you get to go choose what weapons you want.
How many weapons do you get?
You can choose whatever weapons you want.
Okay, but you get 1, 2.
As many as you're willing, but too many weapons, you'll get a little, clumsied. Yeah.
Okay.
Normally people grab a sword and shield, or they grab a mace, or sometimes they grab mauls. There's a
Ooh.
variety of them out there.
Awesome.
Just depends on your preference.
I didn't notice it earlier. Is there a overall ranking for the day so far? Because I've got the first place and the second, the places for the individual tournaments, but is there an overall ranking we can see so far for the competition?
I never thought about doing something like that. But, I mean, I do keep the number, so I can kind of give you an idea on where you're sitting, if that's what you're asking. Wink, wink,
Wink. That'd be awesome.
All right. Just give me 1 second. I need to go over here and, shh. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So he goes over and he kind of like starts rummaging through papers, looking at all these different notes. You see Robert come rushing back. He's trying to be sneaky, but at the same time, he's not being sneaky.
Right.
He's doing the whole looking around, looking
very,
suspicious.
Obviously.
And everybody's like just shrugging their
It's
shoulders.
like, whatever, it's Robert.
Yeah. So he gets that. Okay. So this is what I found out. Currently, you're sitting in like the 4th or 5th place. So, which is good. And Fenrir's sitting a little higher than you. Sadly, Henley, she's not in the top 10.
Okay.
So she needs to step it up a little bit.
We got to step it up a little bit tomorrow.
Yes. But there's the stealth check. That's where you can get a lot of points, but it is really hard.
Can you give me a little insight on what that is?
Well,
Because I'm not very sneaky.
Yeah. It's going to be probably very difficult for you. But you are small, so you might be able to sneak around a little better. But what it is that there's going to be little towers, and there's going to be people kind of roaming around in the arena. In the arena, there's going to be walls around, and you're going to try and sneak through this obstacle course little area to the center of the arena without getting caught. And there's several different stages that you go through. The higher the stage, the more points. And there's different checkpoints. So if you get to one checkpoint, that's a point for you. If you get to another one, that's another point. And the higher the difficulty it is, the more points you get at the checkpoints.
All right. Okay. We'll be ready.
I'm going to roll a 1. The first roll.
The top 10 make it to the 3rd day?
The top 10 will make it to the 3rd day. And right now, you're sitting pretty comfortably.
Right. So do they take the top score out of all 4 events or your top 3 of 4?
They'll take all the scores from each one, put them together, and whoever got the highest, they'll get there. Sometimes there is a tie, and they go and do another little competition. And it's kind of a random one. Sometimes they do the archery again, and sometimes they do the obstacle course again. If the contestants really want to, they can do like an arm wrestle or something, and it's really up to the people.
Rock, paper, and scissors.
What are scissors?
Okay.
An ancient
Well,
object.
thank you, Robert. As always, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, it's always a nice pleasure to see you guys, and that was some good stuff out there. I really enjoyed you guys. I hope that Henley lady is feeling all right. She kind of have a hard day today.
She'll sleep it off. She'll
I
be
hope
fine.
so. I mean, she is a ranger, and so she might be able to sneak around a little better.
It's true. You'll do better than me, that's for sure.
Yeah, luckily in the sneaking, there's no jumping over anything, so she shouldn't have a problem.
I'm good. And she should be fine.
Okay, well, you guys have a nice day. Now go enjoy yourselves.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
So while the competition was going on, after I got rejected from Boudreaux holding my hand, there were 2 things that I was looking for. I want to see if I can see Garatha's dad anywhere. And I want to see if I can find that elf that was talking to my friend at the pub or the bar from earlier. Because he's obviously not making any headway, but I want to see if I can find Pauline.
Been a little preoccupied.
I know, but I'm not doing anything.
To find Hanar, he is up in the stands next to the Duke.
Okay.
So he's pretty easy to
see him.
Yep, you can see
Okay.
him. However, the high elf, you are not able to see. One thing I did forget to mention when I mentioned the high elves are super rare. To see them in this world is very, very highly uncommon. They like to stay on their little floating island, hidden island in the middle of one of the Great Lakes of Kaleth. So to see one out of its natural habitat is very weird.
And all of that is common knowledge.
That would be
Oh,
all
yeah.
common knowledge, yes.
Just making sure.
Other than that, was there any other things that Lila, Garatha, and Boudreaux wanted to do?
Yeah, Boudreaux, was there anything else you wanted to do?
No.
No. Okay.
No, he's enjoying the show. I mean, he's keeping an eye out for his dad, but he's He's fine.
Perfect. Okay. It begins. So right now, after the competition is done, it is evening time. It's probably about 5 or 6 in the evening. Is there anything particular you guys would like to do?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
I need to go find my blacksmith
Going back to the blacksmith.
because I might need my weapon a little earlier than 5 days out.
Okay. You are off to see your blacksmith, and we will get to your blacksmith next time. Thank you guys for listening, guys. Big shout out for D.A. Nichols. She does an amazing job with our music. Check out her RPG at drivethrurpg.com. Shields of Power. Also, hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram at Tomes of the Chaos Bard, or write us an email at thechaosbardpod@gmail.com. Also, guys, do not forget to give us a 5-star review and leave a review, and Solemn the Chaos Bard will give you a shout out. Okay, thanks guys for listening. I am DM Dave, and to the right we have
Fenrir.
Roscoe.
Lila and Garatha.
Boudreaux.
And Henley.
And until next time, we unroll the scroll to tell the tale. Bye!